Hey everybody, my name is Mr. McElroy, and I'm just coming at you with a short tutorial video in this crazy year. We're going to cover a few things today before our orientation on Thursday, August 27th. Today I'm going to do a quick about me with some contact info, what's the schedule going to look like this year for AP Psychology, how you're going to access your coursework, and then a little bit about AP Psych itself. So we'll try to keep this short. I'll post a link to these Google slides down below in the comments if you want to go in there and access these just to relook at what I'm going to talk about here today. So in AP Psych, we're going to study how you think and how you act. You're probably pretty convinced that you've got it figured out because you are you and you've experienced the world in your own unique way. But we're going to use science and psychology to prove that a lot of times the way we see the world is completely wrong. Although our brain does a really good job, but we'll get into that throughout the year. So this is AP Psychology. If you've ever taken an AP course before, the idea is that it's a college level course, and we'll take an exam at the end of the year, and hopefully you'll earn college credit. A lot of my students do every single year. So here's me. This is my little crew over here on the right. It's my wife, Lizzie, my son, Eli, and my daughter, Ava. You'll meet Eli and Ava this year. It's assuming we go back to school. We talk about development of children. I bring them in for a day for a lab. It's been great in the past. Students have loved it. But I've taught AP Psych for 6 years. Great success every year with students passing the AP exam. It's been a really great experience in my career. So you have my email address here. It's mr.mac1305@gmail. You've got my cell phone number, 937-209-7262. If you get into Schoology or you get into the Google Meet, you also have Remind, and I've seen a lot of you. I've already hooked into that. Here's the Remind information. All you want to do is take your cell phone and text 81010 and then text the message at MacPsych21, and you'll get a text kicked back to you that says, "Welcome to AP Psychology." And then again, here's my cell phone number. If you need something immediately, always just text me, or you can use the messaging and Remind, and I'll get right back to you because I've been doing it for so long. All right, so there's no in-person class this year. Here's the schedule. If you have another AP class, you might have already seen this once. So AP English Lit or Lang, AP Human Geo, AP Stats, we're all using kind of the same schedule. You can come to my class one of 3 times each day, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. The times are 8:15, 9:15, or 1:15. So you only have to come to one class per day. It's up to you. You can come at 8:15 on a Monday and 1:15 on a Tuesday. You just need to make sure you are in attendance for one of those 3 times each day. Again, message me if you have any questions, and we're all just rolling with it here at the beginning, starting next Monday, right? How to access your coursework, how are you going to find your stuff, my notes, your assignments and your quizzes, all that. It's going to be in Schoology. I know each school, I've taught at all 4 schools that I'm at this year in the past, and we use Schoology. You should be fairly familiar with that. So if you want to keep it really, really simple, when you click into Schoology, you'll see an update, kind of like what's going on that week, usually a link to my notes that we'll use in class. And then over here on the right, underneath the schedule where it says upcoming, you'll see assignments. There are already 2 assignments in there, and you can click in there before the due date. And if you click on the link, it'll have a little assignment description and then a link to the assignment itself. So just use this calendar area over here. Keep it really simple. Also, Google Chat. So how are you going to attend the classes? It's going to be through Google Chat. I've already added every one of my students into my Google Chat course. And then you'll see this meeting link in here already. You click on that, 8:15, 9:15, or 1:15 on school days, and you can attend the course. About AP Psych, it should be your favorite class. I mean, I think every year, the vast majority of my students, this is their favorite class because we do cool stuff. We do everything from dissecting brains and eyeballs, the brain for obvious reasons, the eyeball because we study how we sense, how do we experience the world. So see Zane and Brandon down here with a cow eye. I told you a little bit ago about bringing my kids into school. This is at Woodward. Here's Eli and Ava with their development lab. We make candy neurons. A neuron's a brain cell or a nervous cell. Should be one of your favorite courses because you get to learn about you. And we all love ourselves. And let's do a little psychology. So we talked about in psychology, sensation is a part of our course. So what I want you to do is go ahead and you can hit pause on this video and stare directly at the center of the screen. I found about a foot away works the best. Stare at it and you should see something crazy happen. Go ahead and hit pause and stare at the screen. All right, if you click back on, you should have found that the little blur, the blob, disappears after a couple seconds of staring at it. And it's an optical illusion. We've all seen optical illusions all over the internet and whatever else. But in psych, what we do is try to explain why that optical illusion happened. In this case, it's something called sensory adaptation. And if you ever jumped into a cold pool and you're like, oh, it's freezing, but a couple seconds later, you don't notice it. Or if you ever walked into a stinky classroom or whatever, and after a couple minutes, the stink goes away, you've experienced sensory adaptation. Same thing, you walk into a very dark room. After a minute, your eyes adjust. You walk outside and it's very bright and you're blinded, but very quickly your eyes adapt to that new stimuli. In this case, it's the same way. The key is if you stare at the same spot over an extended period of time, your eyeballs, in this case, or your sensory neurons in your eyes, rods and cone cells, which we'll learn about, stop responding to that constant stimulus. It's kind of cool. Sensory adaptation. It's part of Unit 3, which will be sensation. But psychology, you're going to love it. Take down my contact information. Make sure you make plans for the schedule, 8:15, 9:15, or 1:15 every day in that Google Meet. And then make sure you're familiar with Schoology, and you can even go in and take a peek at some of our first assignments. All right, look forward to seeing you guys. We'll see you on Thursday at either 10 o'clock or 2 o'clock for the orientation. Peace.